Hey, I'm John Greaves III. I'm the co-founder of Garage Gym Life, and I am here at the Watson booth here at HFA 2025 with my guy, Kenny Grennert. And Kenny is the one who runs all of the distribution for Watson gym equipment here in the United States out of Houston, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right, so Kenny, I drafted you. We kind of voluntold you a little bit ago because I want you to take me on a tour of your awesome equipment that you guys brought here.
Yes,
so what do you want to show me?
So let's go ahead and head right here to the T-bar first.
Okay.
This is a pretty popular unit that we see in the States, mainly because of the adjustments, because you can adjust these here as well.
Oh, nice.
And then you can actually go a 360 rotation in the handles too, so you can get different angles.
I like the texture of the handle.
It's very thick.
Yeah, it's grippy, but it's not going to chew your hands up, but you can feel it, yeah.
Exactly.
You know you have it in there. I like that.
So the marine grade steel that we use is 7 gauge. So all of our equipment's made with a thicker, denser steel than other equipment, so you're going to feel it in things like the handles, the knobs. We really don't cheapen on anything. Everything is made in the UK. There's no outsourcing. Okay. So that's why you can see all the quality even in the knobs.
Yeah, even the knobs. And this is nice. I can see that.
And then we also have an adjustment back here too. So if you wanted to be up higher if you're shorter, if you wanted to come down if you're taller, that basically allows you to move that.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of change it up. If you want to give it a ride, you can.
Well, before that, right here, is this UHMW that you guys have here to cushion the...
That is correct.
Okay.
And it's built with a rubber pad on it too, so that way it doesn't really scratch it up.
That, okay. Nice. Yeah, I'll give it a ride. Oh, that's nice and smooth. And oh yeah, I like that.
See how it gives you that rotation there? So
oh yeah.
It makes it your own way.
Oh yeah. And then you can adjust the height to adjust where you feel it on your back.
Correct.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
It's dope, yeah.
You can put a lot of weight too, so the horn on it's pretty long as well, so you got a lot of storage for weight to add on there.
What's the weight capacity of this?
You could probably really load it up about 400 pounds if you wanted to.
Nice.
Like Derek was training on it, the Mr. Olympia, and he had all 45s loaded on it, so I think it was like close to 400 pounds he was pulling on it.
Nice, okay.
This guy right here is a standing leg curl.
Oh, okay.
How you would do this is you just obviously change your pin here.
Put your leg like in here?
Yep, that's right. And you'd stand on one side.
Stand here?
Yep. And then just
I see. So now the pivot point change. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See how smooth that is?
Yeah.
So the reason why it's a lot smoother as well is it's because of how we kind of design the cables to run through the actual machine. Okay. So it's going to be a true like 1-to-1 ratio. You're going to feel the true weight through it. Okay. Versus where you have multiple pulleys, multiple cables, and it kind of dilutes the weight, if you will.
Gotcha. What's your warranty on the cables?
Cables are anywhere from 1 to 3 months, depending on when the person gets it or where it's at. Okay. And then frames are lifetime. Upholstery is 6 months. And piece by piece, it kind of changes. Guide rods are also about 6 months or so, like that.
Gotcha. And so this is plastic right here?
This is actually a piece of metal on the inside, but the outsides are plastic, so it doesn't rip up the cable.
Is there an option to upgrade it to aluminum if somebody wanted to?
You can, yeah. So that's the beauty behind owning the factory. Really, any kind of thing is custom. We can tailor anybody's needs at certain points. We've even custom made pieces for individuals that wanted specific metrics and things in their machines.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Let's slide over here to this next one here too. So this one right here, you can change where you put your arm positioning depending on how much mobility or if you're forward or backwards, right? Okay. And then this right here is the push brake, so that way you can get underneath it if you don't have that mobility as well.
So this is a shoulder press?
This is a shoulder press. Okay. So it's a true plate-loaded shoulder press that acts like a pin select machine.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yes. And what's the weight capacity of it?
Weight capacity, that's a good
So like if Brian Shaw decided he wanted to show up here and do this.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably load the machine up to anywhere from 300 to 400 pounds as well. All these machines are made with the ability to beat them up, basically. So you can load all these machines up and they'll take as much as you can give it.
So question, is this just plate storage down here?
That is correct.
This is plate storage and this is actually loading.
Yes,
okay,
sir,
gotcha.
right.
Okay.
And then you have the bearings in here, which gives it a very smooth transition when you're actually pushing through the machine.
Nice.
So again, just really custom. The beauty behind what we do too is the upholstery and the stitching. A lot of manufacturers are going to charge you an arm and a leg for that. Ours is all included in the price.
Nice. Okay.
So basically, you pick it your way, whatever kind of color, whatever stitching you want. That's what we're going to bring to your facility.
Okay. All right.
This one's another unique piece right here. So this is a very versatile one.
This is the one you guys have on. I've seen on your YouTube channel doing the chest press and stuff.
It's a very popular one. So basically, this adjustment here allows you to go farther back or in.
Okay.
You have another one below you that lets you come up on the seat as well.
Okay.
Right here.
All right.
And then you can move these up and down as well. So if you wanted to do flies, if you wanted to do decline, the handle's also very thick. So it's going to give you. The reason being is.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Ben
It feels like
and Paul Quinn all had a theory of like thick grips.
Yeah.
Stronger. So a lot of our stuff is based off of their kind of methods and their training. And even in some cases, they've helped like modify some of the machines in the engineering and make sure they're better for training and biomechanics standpoint. So
let me ask you a question though. So this is great for me, but as I mentioned to you, my wife and I share a home gym. So if I were to get something like this, her hands are smaller than mine. What's the feedback been from women as far as these handles?
We have different handles. So we have 50 millimeter, 40 millimeter, and 35 millimeter. 35 millimeter would be your average where you would see.
It's like almost like a regular dumbbell handle.
Correct. Yep. 40 is probably like the standard handle for a dumbbell.
Okay.
And then 35 would be a standard for like a grip for like a low row or a lat pull down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
This one here is a very popular piece. This is our animal row. We're the only ones in the market that have the adjustments on the footboard and behind. So really what that for is if you're taller, shorter, to make sure that the actual movement adjusts for you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a show.
You said
here.
this is a row. Okay,
Yes.
I want to see this.
So what you're going to do is
I see it.
and then what you have to do is hinge at the hips. A lot of people don't really hinge at their hips. And then all you're going to do is rock it up or pull it straight. So it allows you to get an upright row or a low row feel to it as well.
It's almost like a T-bar row, but it's guided.
Yes. And when it eliminates the hips like that, you're really targeting.
So there's like no body English, yeah.
Yeah, your mid back is going to really light up.
It's almost like a bent over barbell row.
It is, yeah.
Nice.
If you want to give it a try, you definitely can.
Okay, sure.
And these are all calibrated plates too, so these are going to be true 45 pounds. So I always tell people they're going to be a little humbling at first because sometimes when you get plates from other places, they may be 45, but they're really not 45. So you can really feel the actual weight on them.
Yeah. This is nice and smooth. It's very smooth. And again, like I can change the angle by adjusting the knob down there. And you know, I like that. This feels good. Feels good.
So the whole point is we want every lifter to be able to have their setting on it. So
Right.
that's why there's so many adjustments, because there's no like cut and dry thing in manufacturing.
Gotcha.
You got to be able to change it for different body types.
What happens if this grip tape starts to come up? Do you guys replace that, or what do you do?
Yeah, I actually keep material like this here in the States, so that way if anything does
Step out of the
happen
way.
like that, we can either send a tech out or we can send it to you if you feel comfortable just kind of removing it and putting it back on.
Okay.
But for the most part, this tape is real thick. If you put your like the grits on it
Yeah.
are pretty.
Yeah, so it doesn't peel up on the sides.
No, it's really high quality stuff on every corner of what we use. So
Okay.
like even on some of our installs, our guys are scratching their arms and stuff like that because of how thick it is.
Builds character.
This one right here is pretty popular as well. This is a reverse hyper, or not
Okay.
reverse hyper, it's a hyperextension.
It's hyperextension.
So you have the weight on here as well. You have the adjustments here, and then you have adjustments here.
Okay.
Big board as well, just so that way if you wanted to change where your feet are, if you want to change how you're standing, you can do that as well.
And let me ask you something before you do it. Talk to me about why the weights are the way they are. So there's a 34, a 46, and a 58. What
Yeah.
was the reasoning behind the choices of the weights?
So that's another custom part too. So if you wanted a custom stack, you could actually customize the
Oh,
stack.
okay.
So like even if you wanted to go as low as 7.5 pounds on these, we can.
Okay.
We can change the stack to fit the rail, so that way it can still move
Gotcha,
through the machine
gotcha.
as way.
Okay.
So good question, but these ones were specifically ordered for a gym.
Gotcha.
So that's the
I got you.
specification.
I was ready for you to say, well, kilos or something. We're like, no, it's just custom. I
Yeah,
got you.
well, we can do it that way.
Gotcha,
Normally,
yeah.
when you're in the UK or whatnot, they are in kgs and stuff. So, but they kind of do keep it pretty standard. Like you can see on there, it says 45 pounds.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I got you.
the true conversion's there. If you
Yeah, I
will.
got you.
So then all you're really doing is just reaching down and pulling that guy up.
Gotcha.
Right. So it's real good for the lower back, real good for your glutes. One of the more popular machines, especially for lower body right now, especially. I would really say in this corner here, you're going to get a lot of diversity. So if you had
Okay.
a smaller space,
Yeah.
a lot of these are going to be good for small footprints because you're getting multi things out of them. So like on this one, you can do your RDLs.
Okay.
So if you wanted to get in here and do some RDLs, you could.
Okay.
If you want to put one foot on and you want to do a back lunge,
oh, nice.
you can also do that as well.
That reminds me of something we saw when I was getting deployed to Iraq. I was at Camp Pendleton, and my wife and I were using the gym, and we fell in love with it because it did that, and we've never seen another piece that did that since then.
Really?
And that was 2004.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. Oh,
That's
wow,
awesome.
okay.
Yeah, and like I tell people on this one, you can be as creative as you want. So if you want to do some rows on it, you can still do that too. It does have a counterbalance in the back, so the weight doesn't feel too bad. The distribution is pretty smooth.
Gotcha.
The guide rods on here are also very smooth, so this slides pretty well. There's no real heavy resistance on trying to move this.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to move around.
That's dope. Okay. Nice.
This one here is what we call our true squat.
Okay.
So another versatile piece here.
It's essentially like a hack squat almost, because you're kind of upright.
Yeah, it's an upright squat, so it's meant to replicate like an actual barbell squat.
Okay.
So it has an adjustment here again for height, so taller, shorter.
Right.
You do have the counterbalance in front. This is a very heavy counterbalance, so you don't feel the weight when you're going down because of the movement. You do have a seat belt here. The reason for the seat belt is to secure you onto here. So that way if you get real heavy weight, now you're not kind of like pushing your hips out or anything.
Keep you strict. I got you.
Safety feature.
Got you.
Weight goes here, and then this is the safety here.
Okay.
So I can give you a show, or if you want to try, you can. So I got to adjust the back a little bit.
Okay.
Too tall for me.
So
you have a stop here too. So this is to stop you from bottoming out.
Okay. You gotta remember, you're not short, the ground's too low.
That's right, that's right. I like that explanation. So you just push this back and then you're ready to go. So from here, all you're gonna do is just drop down into your natural squat.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So it's like a better Smith machine squat.
For sure. It's going to make you do good form, basically.
Gotcha.
So you can't really deviate the form because it's going to keep that weight coming down on top of you.
Keep quad focused, okay.
The weight comes in the back. So basically all of it is on your back, just like it would be with a barbell.
All right.
It's pretty smooth.
What's this?
This is our pendulum squat. In my opinion, it's probably one of the best because it's true weight. So I've been able to do plates and plates and plates on pendulum squats when I do this one.
You're like, no.
It's very humbling.
I got you. Okay.
So you have the footboard here. Obviously, that's for ankle mobility. Some people have good dorsiflexion and extension.
Gotcha.
Some people don't.
Okay.
That's why a lot of our footboards do move because we do understand people don't have the same mobility features.
Okay.
We have the stop here. So this again stops you from bottoming out. You have two sets of weight distributions, so you can kind of change if you wanted to do one on one leg, like a heavier load on one, and the other not so much. You can do it that way too. Your safety feature for your stop is right here. Really easy to turn. It's not hard to fight at all. All you gotta do is just make sure you clear one of these knobs and it's ready to go.
That's it. So tell me this: what's something that you wish people what's something that people need to know about this product that they wouldn't be able to tell from just seeing somebody using it online, but nobody ever thinks to ask?
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest thing with this product specifically is the versatility in the footboard, how much it changes the actual exercise. So you can make it a quad dominant exercise, you can make it glute or hamstring, and really it just helps with overall load and saving your knees too. So it replicates in swing squat almost, right? But it keeps you kind of fluid. But then the other part is you have the bands in the back too. So let's say you're not strong enough to be able to do plates yet, you can put bands on there for resistance, deload, unload, to kind of help you with the whole.
And you use the bands with the plates if you want it. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Okay.
So a very versatile machine. I guess just looking at it first sight, you're only going to see one thing that you can get, right?
But it's like you can unpack all of it. Okay.
There's a lot of things you can do with a lot of these machines. That's for sure.
So if somebody orders one of these from you, so some of this stuff, does it come pretty much assembled like this, or do you guys send somebody out to assemble it, or how does that work?
Yeah, so good question. Whenever we get the machines either in from the boat or in stock, whichever one, it's already going to be pre-assembled by the time it shows up to you. The only time that we'd ever have to send somebody out is if we did a full assembly of a stack or a cable or something like that. But when we do installs, we definitely make sure we check all the bolts, do everything, do a thorough walkthrough with everything to make sure you're going to be longevity-wise with the machines.
Okay, 100%.
This one right here is probably our most popular machine, I would say, of the show for sure.
Okay.
This is our animal-adjusted hack squat.
So this is a hack squat, okay. So is it a combo or is it just a hack squat?
It is the most versatile hack squat in the market.
All right, tell me about it.
No one makes anything like this right now. So right now, you can get on here and I can change the angle at which you're doing the hack squat.
Oh, wow.
And then if I wanted to drop you back down, we drop you back down. We have a measurement here to tell you what angle you're doing it at. You have band pegs on each side, so again, same theory with that one.
Okay.
Use the band pegs versus the weight, you can. We have a footboard down here that's adjustable, and then you can also put your stop anywhere here depending on your height.
So you could adjust that and then say do it for like a 12-week cycle at the same exact height every time, measure your strength improvement, and then make a change if you wanted to.
1000%.
Nice.
And what we even see too right now is with some other people in gyms and other things like that, they'll be doing a superset, and then somebody will change the angle, they'll do another set, change the angle, do another set. So it's a real fun feature to do like supersets, drop sets, deload sets, like stuff like that with, because you can just easily take the weight off and kind of just keep going.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
all right.
It's a real clean machine. This one comes with a lifetime warranty on the frame, 5 years on the hardware in the back.
Okay.
So pretty deep warranty, but everything with ours comes with deep warranty because of the quality. They stand behind the product they make, so they feel like the warranties are going to cover it.
Your company's been around for quite some time too. When did Simon start the company?
It's been at least 30 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's been at least 30
It's been a
years.
minute since he started it.
Yeah, and he really started in like a garage story type thing, like just welding pieces in his garage and kind of doing stuff like that. So
sweet. All right.
Right behind you is...
I was about to say, I've been admiring these dumbbells. I'm edging my way over here. Like, let's get closer. All right.
This is our Notorious. So the cool feature behind this is this actually turns. So if you wanted to twirl it around, make it look like a cool showpiece, you could do that.
Oh, wow.
The biggest difference, I would say, like, we'll stop at like 25, right? Like, go ahead and pick that 25 up and tell me how it feels.
All right. First of all, the handle revolves. The handle is revolving in my hand.
Yes.
Oh,
and the
wow.
plate itself can actually spin too. So you're getting a totally different dynamic with that dumbbell when you're doing an exercise. So imagine doing that when you're doing a fly or a curl or a bench press, right? You're going to get so much of a load.
Heck, I was actually thinking that.
Yeah. Like a
because it rotates in your hand like a barbell.
Exactly. So it's protecting your joints and it's giving you more of a load on the muscle at the same time.
Wow.
So that was why it was designed that way. These also come in either the 50 millimeter, 30 or 40.
Right.
And if you had a certain specification where you need the hinge to be thicker, smaller, or more grittier, with more volcano, whatever it needed to be, we could also do that as well.
And you customize these dumbbells as well, right?
Correct. So logos included in the price. And color, we can do different color plates. We can do whatever your logo is. If you don't have a logo, we can make one for you.
Okay.
And basically how it works when we do this whole process is somebody will contact us or we'll contact them, and then they'll send us a JPEG or anything they have that shows the actual logo.
Yeah.
We'll create a real mock-up of that logo. We'll send it to that individual. They'll look at it. They'll approve it. Then we send it to our production team. Production puts it into the cycle. We have brand new dumbbells that look like this that show up at your doorstep in 12 weeks.
Now, what happens if the person gets their dumbbell, they find a blemish on it or whatever? Because England's far away from America. What will be their first thing that they would need to do there?
So typically with things like that, we can air freight this over. Mm-hmm. So if there is cosmetic damages or anything like that, then we can just replace the faceplate.
Okay, so how would they prove it? Would they just send you a picture or whatever?
Yeah, just send me a picture or just kind of show me what happened. Like if something's there or whatnot, then we'll fix it. All of our dumbbells have a lifetime warranty. So,
nice.
So basically, if the handle falls off or something like that, we replace it, no question asked.
And that means a lot more when your company's been around for 30 years.
Yeah,
all right, lifetime means a lot more.
This one right here is a standing abductor.
Oh, okay.
You can obviously change the weight on this guy, but the true
stand in the middle and...
Yep. So the true feature to this one, I like this one because as you can see, it covers such a bigger square foot of your leg, whereas others are kind of small and you're kind of pushing with your knee.
And you're sitting down like the good girl, bad girl thing.
Exactly. So this one, you're truly on your hips, right? Like, and it keeps all that pressure right here on that pad. So you have, I like to relate it to the band. So if you have the bands on, you can do the same kind of exercise with this.
I literally thought about sumo deadlifting.
Yeah.
Because you have to apply the side pressure when you're deadlifting, and that builds the strength to be stable in the bottom position when you reach to get the bar. A lot of times people have to just drop down, grab the bar, and stand up because they can't hold that position.
Exactly.
This is like an active horse stance.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. So, and again, you can be as creative on this one as you want. I've seen people do circuits where they're going standing to sitting, pulsing. you can kind of change the workout however works.
And again, you can customize the stack how you want.
You can customize the stack. Most of our stacks go up to 300 pounds, so they're going to come with a heavier stack on them than most.
Right.
So it comes with a pretty hefty little load there for you.
Okay, nice.
All of our colors are right here too, so these are just what we would consider non-custom colors. And then this is all the different types of upholstery that come in with everything we do. Everything on here included in price. The only time it wouldn't be is if we didn't have the Pantone or the color, then we would just ask you for the rail number or any kind of identification of that color, make it for you. We can still do it for a small charge.
I noticed that you have like gloss and ripple. What's the difference?
Really the biggest difference is this is going to be more of like a grit one. So the gloss is going to be shiny.
Okay.
And this is more going to be like a high wear charcoal or something, like, so that way it has like a finish to it to where it doesn't scratch very easy.
Got you. Okay. Nice,
typically I say if you get a lot of usage or a lot of cling and dingers, definitely go with this one because it won't show scratches.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. What is unique about a lot of ours is you have this shoulder brace right here.
Okay.
And what that is for is to lock you into the seat, so your hips don't roll up, all this other good stuff. Up here, this does go from unilateral to bilateral.
I was about to ask you that. Okay. And you just pull this out and it'll be okay. I got you.
Easy to do. It actually just sits right on the side for when you're ready to go.
Got
If
you.
you want to play it back in, just slide it back in.
Nice.
You have two ways to load the leg press. You have the up top and the bottom.
Okay.
Your safety's here. And then this one also has the same band peg setup as well too.
Gotcha.
You have your hand grips here. The seat does rotate forward, so you can go forward or backwards as well. So really, again, just to customize for the height of the individual.
Awesome.
And things like that too.
Awesome.
All of it has the grip tape on there too. This is actually a higher, grittier one, so you can feel the difference.
Yeah.
So your feet are not going to slip off of this thing.
You're also not going to use it barefoot more than once.
Probably not. I would actually probably pay to see that.
That'd be horrible.
That would be pretty rough.
Okay.
But yeah, at the end of the day, this one has a wider pad too, so it's made for, to be relaxed, but also have a wide range so your back's pretty comfortable and in a safe position.
All right, before we let you go, tell me about your plates.
Yeah, plates, these are 100% calibrated.
Okay.
So they're all marine grade steel.
Okay.
So this is the best steel literally in the world. It won't rust. It's what they put on the boat so they don't rust when they go over the ocean.
Okay.
And it's made to basically be at 100% 45 pounds. These are also customizable too, so if you wanted the logo on there, if you wanted certain colors, we could do that as well.
Okay.
And yeah, it's probably, in my opinion, one of the best calibrated plates that are there because it's true to weight.
Nice.
So it's hard to really get that true to weight. And the way you do that is by putting all the weight in the center.
Okay.
So this disc right here that you see, the reason why the weight's so accurate is because all the weight's here and then the rest is just the filling.
Gotcha.
So that kind of keeps the security of the weight in the actual machine.
And so for people, so we do have an audience that's international, but for our our audience who's here in the United States, do you guys stock this stuff at your place in Houston?
Sometimes plates, yes, but I will say plates and dumbbells go the fastest, just because they are what we're predominantly known for now. But we do, but it's kind of hard to get them just because it moves so fast.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. But you did say that you guys are planning on having a warehouse at some point.
Yes.
So you'll have more inventory.
We have one now. It's just smaller.
Okay.
So it's like 8,000 square feet. But we're moving very soon. We're in negotiations and moving into a 20,000 square feet warehouse right in Houston. So yeah, and we'll have like a full experience for that too. So if people want to come, we'll have a larger showroom there that'll have a bunch of pieces custom. How we're going to do it is we'll have all black pieces that are going to be here right now, ready to go, the top 20 moving machines that are always in stock, and then we'll have a customized section too. So these sections will have like custom color, custom upholstery, things for people that are looking for more of a flair. So that way you don't have to wait your 12 to 24 weeks, and then we just make it smoother too. Especially with all the things going on in the world, we want to make it cheaper for customers. So the easiest way to do that is we just need to store more product here in the States.
Gotcha. So if somebody wants to buy something, they're like, hey, I'm sold, I want to get some Watson stuff, where do they need to go?
Yeah, I mean, you can, if you're here in the States, you can get a hold of me on Instagram, or if you want to send me an email, my email is kenny@rikenfitpros.com, or Instagram is rikenfitpros. Just send us a message, send us an email, whichever one, and we'll make sure we get you taken care of.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course.